Greetings to you wherever you are in this world. This is Michelle Strickland, and I'm coming to you today with my daily theology lesson, my meditation that I do um, for myself, but I'm recording it and releasing it because maybe somebody else can get something out of it. Feel free to please leave me any comments that you would like to leave me. If you have any comments about the lesson or can give me some insight, I look forward to it. If you need to get a hold of me for anything, I'm here to also be a mentor for you. I left 2 email addresses where you can contact me if you have any questions or if you need to just talk to somebody for a few minutes. You can get a hold of me through my email address, and I'll respond to you, and then I'll let you have my phone number so you can talk to me. Anyway, I want to take a moment of silence out for all of those who are suffering in conflicts all over this world. Choose love and peace, not war. Choose love and peace, not war. I'm coming out of Proverbs chapter 16, verses 1 through 33. I hope people are finding some hope, praying for peace, finding your joy and being joyful if you can. As long as you have your life, that's a start. You can build from there. I know it's complicated and it's difficult, but you must hold on. You can never give up. Don't give up on yourself. As complicated and difficult as it may be, you mustn't give up. You mustn't. The preparations of the heart of man and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord. All the ways of man are clean in his own eyes, but the Lord weigheth the spirits. Commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. The Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord. Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished. By mercy and truth iniquity is purged, and by the fear of the Lord men depart from evil. Thank you, Lord. When a man's ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Heavenly Host. Thank you. Better is a little with righteousness than great revenues without right. I don't have a whole lot, and I don't have much on this earth, but I'm thankful for what I do have, and I thank God every day, all through the day. And I'm very grateful for what he has blessed me with. I'm a woman. I'm a divorced woman, and I've had a lot. I've had a lot of hardships in my life that I've had to overcome. But I'm just, every time I get through anything difficult, I'm so thankful when God pulls me on through. I'm so thankful and grateful for everything that God has given to me and everything that He does to me and for me. I'm going to read that verse over. Better is a little with righteousness than great revenues without right. All you people who have money, you need to start giving back. You need to start giving back to poor people. You do. And those of you who are poor and don't have anything, lend a helping hand to somebody. If you're strong or if you have some energy, help your neighbor or help somebody that could use the help. Give back in a small way. If you see an older person in your neighborhood that doesn't have anybody, step in a little bit and help them out a little bit. That doesn't cost you a thing, but it's giving back. There's no excuse. It's time for us to make a change and seek peace and love, not hate and war. Start giving back, please, people. Let's change this world. We can. We're still living. We're still able to watch the sun rise and see it set. There's hope. There's still hope. Seek a better day. A man's heart devises his way, but the Lord directeth his steps. A divine sentence is in the lips of the king. His mouth transgresseth not in judgment. A just weight and balance are the Lord's. All the weights of the bag are his work. Everything on this earth belongs to him. We're just the caretaker of it. And if we're blessed to have plenty, give back. Give back. Start helping someone. I implore you. Give back. Reach back. Pull somebody up. Reach down. Pull somebody up. It is an abomination to kings to commit wickedness, for the throne is established by righteousness. Don't forget, rich people and people in power. If it wasn't for the heavenly host, you wouldn't be in the position that you're in. So don't get your head so swelled up that you forget who you're to serve. Because if there wasn't any poor people, there wouldn't be any you. There wouldn't be any you. Righteous lips are the delight of kings, and they love him that speaketh right. The wrath of a king is a messenger. The wrath of a king is as messengers of death, but a wise man will pacify it. In the light of the king's countenance is life, and his favor is a cloud of the latter rain. How much better is it to get wisdom than gold, and to get understanding rather to be chosen than silver? I seek wisdom. I do. Even though I know that I seek increase, when I get it, I'm going to make sure that I help. And some of what, I'm going to give back. I'm trying to give back in my small way now, even though I'm poor. I try to give them my time, to try to encourage people. Just do that if you can't do anything else, There's no excuse for people to not try to help make a change. We can do this. We can. Never lose your hope. Please don't. The highway of the upright is to depart from evil. He that keepeth his way preserveth his soul. I don't care what anybody says. There's levels to all of this. When we leave this shell of a body, we're going somewhere. Our spirit's going somewhere. I believe that that we have to atone for everything that we did on this earth and account for it. And people keep pretending as though that we won't. Some people pretend as though, when you go, that's going to be, that's it. No, that's not it. We're going to have accountability for what we've done here on this earth. And you don't have to believe it if you don't want to. I hope that you will. Choose God. The bad guy sin, the good guy sin. We all sin as whom you serve. But at least if you come over to God's side, try to clean your act up. Nobody's perfect. I made many mistakes, but guess what? I'm not going to let my mistakes keep me from my salvation with the Lord. I like to kick it and stuff like that, just like anybody sometimes. But there's a limitation on it. Moderation. I don't try to set out to tear somebody else down just for my own gain. I'm stepping off the back of somebody else to get my riches. I'm not doing that. Stop. Don't do that. Change while we still can. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Better it is to be of an humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud. I go around the poor often, several times a month, and I treat them just like I would treat a rich person. I treat them with respect and dignity. If they show it to me, I'm going to show it back to them. Now, sometimes, I can become a little bit indifferent. If people aren't treating me correctly, then I get away from them. I might tell people, I'll tell people if they say something that offends me, I tell people, you hurt my feelings when you said that to me. And I come straight out and just say that. And people always act like they're so shocked when I say that, but it penetrates right to their soul and their heart. And they hesitate and they look at me and I just look back. And I said, yeah, you did. Just to make sure that they know that, yeah, that's what I said. And after that, most of the time people they don't have much else to say after that, I'm going to read this again. Better it is to be of an humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud. I'd rather be around rich people. That's okay. Rich people with a humble heart than rich people who are so arrogant and big-headed that they feel they're so better than us just because they have more. No, you have more because God allowed you to have more, you know? Even though you have the intelligence to get more and have more, that doesn't make you better than anybody else. You still need to give back of what you have, because if it wasn't for us, there would be no you. He that handleth the matter wisely shall find good, and whoso trusteth in the Lord, happy is he. I'm very happy most of the time. I have my moments where I'm sad. Mostly I'm a joyous person, and I play a lot. A lot of times people misinterpret me and think, you know, because I tease everybody. I don't care what your social standing is. I tease everybody. I treat people the same. You know, I've met good poor people and I've met good rich people. Met good bad poor people and I've met bad rich people. But I treat them the same, you know? The wise in heart shall be called prudent, and the sweetness of the lips increases learning. Understanding is a wellspring of life unto him that hath it, but the instruction of fools is folly. The heart of the wise teacheth his mouth, and addeth learning to his lips. Pleasant words are as a honeycomb, sweet to the soul and health to the bones. You know, there is a way that seemeth right unto man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. He that laboureth for himself, for his mouth craveth it of him. An ungodly man diggeth up evil, and in his lips there is as a burning fire. Yeah, right, bullies and bad guys. You know, you did a lot. You're doing too much. You know, you need to step back and have a seat somewhere and start thinking about the things that you've done and start trying to atone for it. You know, while you still can. Yeah, you will have to suffer your consequence, but we all have to suffer a consequence. What makes you any better? You can't continuously run from the problems that you created. You don't think you have to account for the messes that you made? It doesn't work like that. A forward man soweth strife, and a whisperer separateth chief friends. A violent man enticeth his neighbor and leadeth him into the way that is not good. Stop all this fighting, bullies and bad guys. I understand. Stop all the fighting. It's coming to you. You create all of these wars and things of that sort. Don't you think it's going to come for you? You can't hide. You can go as deep in the earth as you think you can go, but still that's God's earth, and he can find you wherever you're at and meet you wherever you're at. Clean your act up. Clean it up. Change your heart. Change the way you treat people. He shutteth his eyes to devise forward things, moving his lips to bring evil to pass. The hoary head is a crown of glory, if it be found in the way of righteousness. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh a city. The lot is cast into the lap, but the whole disposing thereof is of the Lord. I just want to thank God for everything that he does for me. Even though I'm single and have been taken advantage of, because that's what a lot of the bullies and bad guys do. They prey on people who they think is weaker than them. I love God and I love the Lord, and I just ask that you define God wherever you are. Choose him this day anyway. Reach out. Smile. It's okay. Even in the midst of rubble and devastation, smile. Never lose your hope. If you're alive, you can rebuild. I'm sorry for all the hatred and all of the bad things going on this earth, but it's still up to us to make a change. Choose love. Choose peace. Choose joy. Choose hope, not war and hate. Reach out to somebody. Do something good for someone, even if it's nothing but a smile. If they don't return it, it's okay. But they'll think about it. Have a good day. Anyway.